Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers struggled a week ago, falling back to 500 on the season. But today they'll have a chance to correct that. It's the Falcons going up against the Packers.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got some space here. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a third down. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. The tight end Henry here in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a handoff as they run outside. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Yeah, quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Patriot! Watch it now, Barney! Hurry up!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Daniil Hunter. coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
Back to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Let's go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A spin. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Let's go.
The tight end Henry here in motion. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is knocked down from the side. Right there around the 35-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a second and long. On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down.
All right, now look at 56. Leopard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Daniil Hunter in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. We're back to Lambeau following these words. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Falcons send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 38-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back to throw now on first down. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there of 22. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Returning it, John Ross. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Let's go! 3-2.
And they'll go on the ground. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And now a first down following that long gain. And they give this time to the tailback. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. 10 yards still left on second down. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go!
They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. But he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead now, they're not close to the 1st down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
He'll drop to throw. Steps away. Now the ball comes loose. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Most players would tell you that night games, while they can be fun, they're really hard to prepare for because you wake up on game day and all you want to do is get to the stadium and let's get going. But you got to bank that fire a little bit and hold it until the evening. It's almost like a Broadway premiere. Got to wait until the nighttime to go out there in front of the bright lights. And boy, has he harnessed himself really well, and now he's unleashing it on the opponents.
The slot man in motion right. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And down he'll go at the 25. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. Catch here, left side, Thomas. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit! Here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Leopard. Set. Blue, Leopard. Here we go. Green, 39.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. 319. Over. Set. Green, 39.
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Falcons going to use another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Back now at Lambeau. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Let's go.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
They'll look to throw here. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 2 yards on that play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to John Ross. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. And now here's a carry heading left. And some room to roam now. 19 on the last play, 19 more here at another first down.
All the elements of what you want out of a play came together on that one. A really nice run, took care of the football, and even more importantly, taking the clock under 4 minutes now. At this stage of the game, how do you bleed out the clock, take care of the ball, and make sure the other team doesn't have a chance to come back on you? You're looking at your sheet, how many timeouts are left, how many runs do we need to close it out? That's what the coach is looking at right now. Situational football, trying to gain a victory.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
No. Jack, Patriot, 19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And down he'll go at the 25. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Right there. All day, baby.
The Packers on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9.
Three down. All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams and the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red red zone. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. That one looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Now the Packers get set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play, and pretty much
under pressure, they got him again.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Daniil Hunter bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Deion Jones in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here.
Come on, let's go.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Because this ball game is over. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And he's got room. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right around the 26. A road win in the National